Assalamualaikum and salam sejahtera. Welcome to ICE 205. Lecture series number 2, and this video is to discuss on the special features of Excel spreadsheets, where we will look into the subtopic of macro, creating a macro, and logical functions, and also we will discuss a bit on the what-if analysis. So our lesson objective for this video is first of all to create a macro, and then how to use the if function, where the simple if functions and not and or and also nested if functions. And also this video will include an exercise or some of the example how to use macro and also if functions. And lastly, we will look into how to apply the what if analysis. So what is a macro in Excel applications? Is actually an automated input sequence where it imitates how we strokes the key, and also what we'll do when we click the mouse. So these actions or set of actions will be recorded, and then we will give them a name, and we save it, and when we want to use it, we will run it on the next sheets or the next workbook. We can run it as many times as we wish and whenever you want. Because of the repetitive works in Excel can be simplified by macro, so we can save time, and also we can also do our reports in quicker than as normal we do. Okay, how to create a macro by steps. First, we click at the view, and then click at the tab view, and then we have to click the macro icons, and we have the drop down menu. We call macro, use macro, and also relative reference. And when we record macro, so it means that we want to start using what are the keystroke, and also what are the clicking mouse that we want to tell the computer, the Excel, to record. And before we record, we usually will give the name of the macro. So we will identify what is the macro's name, and then what are the short key. Short key depends what do you want to do. I mean, you do not need to click the tab, just click on the macro short key, then it will run. And to run the macro, so we will click view macros, the view macros, and select the macro name, and then we click run, and it will appear. Now let's have a look how we do actually for macro. Okay, open your Excel. Okay, let's example that I would give you is every report that you prepare. Every report you prepare must be put the name of the preparer, and also the positions, and also the date and the signature and so on. And then each report also need to be verified by your supervisor, the position of the supervisor and the department of supervisor. So you need to type all those informations on each report, and sometimes it's annoying because you need to do the repetitive work again and again. You sometimes need to do lots and lots of reports for a day. So this repetitive work can be easier for you if you use the macros. So just now you just click at the view tab, and then you will have the icon of macros at the end on your right. The right screen, you have the icon of macros. Click the down arrow button on the icons. You have view macros, record macro. View is for running it later, and record macro is to start recording the macro. Okay, let's click the macro, naming the macro, what your macro all about. So let's see, verification 1 or verification very loan. And then the control short key, let's say I want to use very M. Okay, and then the store in which macro. So usually let's say we want to save on this workbook only. You can use the personal macro workbook if you want to use for other workbook. Okay, let's say I just this workbook means that only this file, and description we use the preparation prepared by, and also the verification. Okay, start with the macro. So we will start recording the macro. So we want to have the prepared by. Okay, and then at the bottom we want to have your name. What is your name? Okay, this is my name. And then we want the positions of you. Let's say account executive. Okay, and then the department, say account department. And another one, the verifications. So verified by, okay, the name of your supervisor, let's say Sabina. Okay, and the manager, account manager, let's say, and the department is account department. Right. Okay, then you will stop the macro. So click again, view macro. Okay, enter. So click the macro, stop recording. So you have completed the prepared by and verified by. Okay, you already recorded it, and then let's say you want to paste it, you want to run it, let's say on the other worksheet. So let's say we go to another worksheet. So when you want to run it, I mean to paste it, you just click at the view again and the macro, and view macros. We only have we have just now we put the very loan, right? So you, when you run the macro, you already have it already pasted. So it's your work is much easier actually. Okay, let's say you have another macro to do. for example, you have another verification, different supervisor. So let's say, let's have a look again. So you start record macro, very bonus. Sorry. Okay, to end this workbook. Okay, start. Prepared by. Okay, your name. Oops. And the position. Let's say now the verification is different person. Okay, verified by. Oops, sorry. Verified by. Okay, let's say another supervisor. And this one is payroll manager. And it's still in the account department. Okay, voila. So now you stop the recording. Okay, let's say you want to paste it to another worksheet. Click the macro, view macro, so you now have very bonus. So you can run. So you have here. Now let's have a look on the logical function subtopic, where the logical function we will discuss on the what are the functions, logical functions that are in Microsoft Excel, where the logical function usually are used to make a decisions. So there are 5 logical functions that we will discuss in this video. First is if, the simple if, and then the and logical functions, or logical functions, not logical functions, and nested if logical functions. Okay, now for a simple if function, we only test one conditions, and the syntax that usually we write, the formula, equals to if, then we have a conditions. If the condition is true, it's become true. If condition is not met, it will become false. So when the condition is fulfilled, means that the condition is met by the particular arguments, the particular data is fulfilled, and that the returns, the result or the returns will be false if it's not fulfilled. If fulfilled, it's become true. So you will have a possible, if fulfilled, becomes true. If not fulfilled, become false. And for the end function, we test 2 or more conditions, and Microsoft Excel allows us to have 255 conditions in maximum. If you want to test 256, you cannot do it because the maximum conditions that you can do is 255. Okay, the syntax. So when you want to write the formula, it becomes equals to if. Then you have a bracket, and bracket again. First condition, second conditions, close the brackets, comma. The true, what are the answer will be for the true, and then what are the answer for false, and then you close the bracket. And the end functions, it will be true, the result will be true if all conditions are fulfilled, all the conditions. If one or any of the conditions is not fulfilled, then the returns, the result will be false. So Remember, all conditions must be fulfilled in order for it becomes true, or let's say you want to put yes, so it becomes yes. Otherwise, it will be false. The or functions, again, it tests two or more conditions. Again, the Excel allows us for 255 conditions maximum, and the syntax again the same, more or less the same. You just replace the word and to or. So equals to if the bracket or bracket again, condition 1, condition 2, condition 3, and then you close the bracket, comma, what is the answer for the true, and then comma, what is the answer for false, and close the bracket. The or functions will returns true if any of the conditions are fulfilled. Any conditions fulfilled, that become true, and if all the conditions are not fulfilled, then it becomes false. So it's totally different from the and. Okay, so do not confuse or do not mistakenly write it. Okay, again, remember, any condition fulfilled is become true. If all not fulfilled, become false. And the not function is that's one condition, and the syntax again equals to if open the bracket, not open the bracket again, conditions, close the bracket, comma, what the answer for if the result for true, and what comma, and what the result for becomes false, and close the bracket. That's one condition. It's more or less the same as the if conditions, the simple if conditions, but this one is oppositely from the if conditions. The not function, not the and function. The not functions is written true if the condition is not fulfilled, and returns false if the condition is fulfilled. It's oppositely from the if condition, if functions. And the nested if functions test two conditions, only two conditions. So nested if functions actually contains two if functions, and the second condition located at the true functions of the first if function. The syntax is like this. So the equals to if, then condition 1, comma, and then you put again if, open bracket, condition 2, comma, true, false, close bracket, comma, and what is the result for false. Okay, the nested if functions will be used later in when we discuss the topic of account receivables age analysis. So you need to wait for the topic. Then we will have lots of exercise on the nested if functions on that particular topic. So the nested if function, if condition 1 is fulfilled, then condition 2 will be activated. And if both conditions fulfilled, then the result will become true. But if the condition 2 is not fulfilled, it will return the result as false. And if condition 1 not fulfilled, definitely will become false. Right? Okay, let's have a look in view of the diagram. So let's say 1, you put the conditions, the first conditions, right? Fulfill. Okay, if the first condition fulfilled, then it goes to second conditions, and if the second condition is fulfilled, it become true. And then if the second condition is not fulfilled, then it become false. However, if the first condition is not fulfilled, it straight away goes to the result of false. Now let's have a look on how we do in Excel, how to use those if functions in Excel. A practical example. Okay, let's say we have a list like this. You need to make a decision which customer to be given the loan. So the condition says here is salary must be at least 2,500 at least. At least means that 2,500 still met the conditions. Okay, to put the decision for customer one, let's say. So you click at the cell E3. Okay, goes to is function. The icon insert function, and click the insert function icon. So if not available here, I mean the available in the list, you can go to search of functions. You can type if and click go, and the list will be given which are related to if function. So just choose the a simple if function, then click OK. The if functions argument window will be appear. So you need to test. Okay, the conditions is salary must be at least 2,500. So the salary that you want to argue is at the D3. So the D3 is you put the mathematic symbol more. D3 should be more than 2,500, and also if it says here at least, so 2,500 is still included, so you put D equals to and type 2,500. Can you see that is it already given the false result? So at the at the box of value if true, you can put yes, approved, or you can put done or okay. Any the result that you need to want, or you want to display on Excel. So I just put yes, and the false I put no. So not approved. No, the approval will be no approval. Okay, then once you're satisfied, then click OK. So now the approval says no because your salary is not more or less, not more or at least 2,500. Okay, then you can copy down the formula. You can do one by one, but it will not be efficient to you. You use Excel, that you copy down the formula. So move your cursor until your cursor becomes plus, the black plus, small black plus sign or symbol. Then click your mouse, click your left side mouse and drag them down and release your left side mouse. So the formula is copied down. So here you can look at the formula bar. So it becomes D4. Just now is D3. So here is D4. It moved as your formula is copied down. So there you go. You have how to decide which customer to be given the loan approval. Okay, that is simple if. Now let's have a look another example for the and or. Okay, now example to approving free delivery. So the conditions say the free delivery if location is less than 5 km or the total order more than 30 ringgit. So if you want to use or means either one. less than 5 kilometer or order more. So if or all logical function, you click the insert function again, choose the if. Now you already have the list if. On the logical test bar, you put the word or, and then you put the open bracket. Okay, to make the another condition, because this one is only one condition, so you want to have another window to specify your conditions. Okay, move your cursor to the formula bar and click inside the open bracket and the close bracket after the word or. So once you click at the middle of it, then your function arguments change into listing out the conditions that you want to test. So logical one, remember logical one is less than 5 kilometer. Okay, so you're testing the location. Less than means that you are using, oops, sorry, less than. Five, right? Less than 5 kilometer. Okay, the second condition is the total order more than 30 ringgit. So you click at the second bar, I mean the logical 2 bar. When you click at the second logical bar, logical 2 bar, then the logical 3 bar is appear. Then if you have logical 3, you click at logical 3 bar, then the logical 4 is appear until 255. Okay, the second condition is total order more than 30 ringgit. So you click at the total order, that is your D4. Okay, and then it says more than 30 ringgit. So not inclusive 30, yeah? Must be more than 30. Okay, so more, you use mathematical symbol of more and put 30. Okay. Now, you want to close this conditions arguments, list of condition arguments. You click back at the formula bar and type comma, or you just click OK just now, and it goes back to the function argument results window, small window, and you put the true result should be free. Oops. I want to have a capital letter. Good. Not free. Then click OK. It's free because the location is less than 5 kilometer, even though the total order not more than 30. That's because you use OR function. So let's copy down. Okay, the second, the Sally received free order, free delivery, because the order located less than 5, and also the total order more, because both conditions met. This one is one condition met, right? One condition met. This one 2 condition met. And the next one is also free because condition of total order more than 30. However, the location is only 5 kilometers, not less than 5. Okay, so not free. Customer IDA is not free because first condition not met, second condition not met, so not free. Okay, the Zaki, the last Zaki, even though the location is 7 kilometers more than 5 kilometers, but the total order more than 30. So one condition is met, so it becomes free. Okay, let's say we want both condition must be met, then it become free. We use AND function. Okay, click the insert function if can you choose if conditions. So logical test you want to use and then put the open bracket. Okay, to open the to display the more than one conditions. So you go to the open and close bracket, put your cursor in the middle of it, and the function argument logical conditions open. So logical one, you want to test the location should be more than 5. And the second condition, you want to test the total order more than 30. And to get back to the results, windows, so you put comma, and now we go back to the results with small window. So again, the result for true, you say free, and the result for false, not free. Oops. And then you click OK. Since Aman located less, even though less for less than 5 kilometers, but the total order not more than 30. Remember, N function, all condition must be met. So here one are not met because it's not more than 30. Okay, let's have a look. Who has the free delivery? Copy the formula down. Oh, not free, only Zaki is free. Because your decision will be different if you use AND. I mean, meeting both conditions. If you use OR conditions, means that only one condition should be met, then becomes true. Any condition met become true, so more people, more customer can get a free delivery. If you have two conditions must be met, all the conditions must be met, then it's only one can have the free delivery. So let's have a look how to use the not. The not is more or less same as the if, only the opposite of it. So click again the if functions icon, choose the simple if, the logical, you use not, right, and put the open bracket. No need the open bracket because we only want to test one condition. Okay, let's say we want, just now we said that if free delivery if the location is less than 5 kilometers. So you use not, you click the which cell to be tested. Okay, let's say C4. This one not more than 5. So use the argument more than 5. Okay, and close the bracket. Okay, so the value is true is free, which is not free. If the location not more than 5, then become free. You click OK. Okay, become free because not more than 5. Okay, let's copy the formula down. Right. So now you have 3 customer become free delivery and the 3 one is not free. Okay. Rati still receive a free delivery because not more than 5. It's $500. If it 5.1, then it's more than 5, so it's not free. Okay, then we have covered the logical if functions of practical example. Now we look into the second, the third subtopic is for what if analysis. What if analysis available in Microsoft Excel, where this what if analysis is actually a process of changing the values in the cells and to see how those changes will affect the outcome of the formulas on the worksheets. So the tools that are available in Excel, the tools that you can use in Microsoft Excel is using the scenario or goal seek or the data tables. For the data tables and scenario is more or less the same. Only both scenario and also the data table tools will take the inputs, set of inputs or values, and then determine the possible results. However, the difference between data table and scenario, where the scenario can have multiple variables, but it can only accommodate into up to 32 values. But the data tables works only 1 or 2 variables, not many variables, but it can accept many different values for those variables. So those are the 2 different. So in this video, I will only show on how to apply this scenario. Okay, the next one is goal seek tools, where goal seek is different from data table and scenario because the goal seek will take the results. You determine the results, and then we determine the possible input values, and we will produce the result on that particular values should be. So this goal seek is very suitable if you know the result that you want from the formula, but you are not sure what are the input value should be required to get that result. Okay, now let's have a look. Okay, let's look example how to apply the what if analysis using scenario tools and also goal seek tools. Let's look on the scenario first. If using the scenario, okay, let's say you have the job cost sheet of frozen lasagna. You have what are the cost or the cost of direct material, direct labor, expenses, overhead, and so on. And you have already calculated total production cost, but you do not know. You are still contemplating what are the markup price, markup to put for the lasagna, so that you have a better business deal. However, the market price nowadays, let's say around 25, let's say just now nowadays. So that is the normal price or the average price. But you want to see if you able, or what can you get a business deal if you have a lower markup or the higher markup. So let's have a look at that one. Okay, and you know what, you expected to sell off 100 units for a week, for example, and the total sales will be at 2000 if you sell off at your at the production cost level. Okay, now let's have a look at the scenario. So you click on the data, click on the data tab. It goes to the right side until you find icon of what if analysis. So you click at the arrow down. Then you have scenario manager, Coolseek tools, and data tables. So I want to look at how to apply the scenario manager first. So click that scenario manager. A small window will appear, scenario manager. Okay, so we want to create a scenario. Let's say we have, if we using low markup. So you click add. Okay, the scenario name, we should put low markup, right? So the changing cell, you click at the up arrow, here, click. So choose the cell for changing it. So we want to change the markup cell, that is here B8. Okay, if you want to change other, then you click at the cell that you want to change, then click OK. So let's say the value 4 ringgit per box, then click OK. Now add another one, average, now market price. So again, the changing cell is B8. So let's say put is 5 ringgit for markup. Okay, and add another one for high. So let's say you want to have 6 ringgit markup, and add another one highest. Let's say 7. Okay, let's say another one. Right. Let's say 8 ringgit. Okay. So now have a look. So you can show if 4 ringgit, you have sales of 2,400. The value of sales. Okay, then you, if you want to look at the highest one, then you can show here. So it change. Now, if you want to look at the summary, then you can click at the summary. Okay, scenario summary, then click OK. And the Excel will show you the summary. Ta-da! So if you change the markup, then this is the results of your sales value. And now let's have a look at the WhatIf. So WhatIf is, you know the result, but you're not sure what is the input value should be. Okay, don't click at the data tab again. So click at the icon of WhatIf Analysis, the drop down menu, choose WhatIf. Okay, so the cell B11, let's say you want the value of your sales to be, let's say, at 3,000, and the changing cell The changing cell should be the markup. What should be the markup, right? Then the changing cell, then click OK. Ta-da! Now you know the markup should be 10 ringgit. If you want to have the value of sales of 3,000, so your markup should be on the 10 ringgit. Okay, that is how the goal seek works. Okay, that's all for now for this video. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video for the next topic.